Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Two of Stones again, and Challenge. And, looking at everything that's happened here, we've now, still have, this would be the fifth Stones card out of 7. So, what is that telling you? It's telling you you're very grounded, okay? It's telling me that you're very, stable with what's going on. And the challenge is, to keep that going on. Right? The challenge is manifesting that energy and staying grounded, okay? And knowing that as you're moving forward, that things are working good. There's a balanced relationship. And in the Two of Stones is down here twice. So, that's a double emphasis on staying grounded and staying true to who you are as you're working on, manifesting, that security and that stability. Okay, you're not necessarily, whereas before it felt like you were fighting for those territorial rights, like the Hares were here. Right now, it just feels like you're self-empowered. All right, and the challenge that you're getting, could be the jealousy from others, but I think it's more internal. I think it's I like where I'm at. I like where I'm feeling, where I don't have a lot of, emotional imbalance. This is a lot of, to me, this emotional balance, it's emotional fortitude, but it's also, that self-confidence, that self-awareness, right? The self-empowerment that allows you to build up your self-esteem, right? And just working better. You don't have to worry about the competition from others because you're a step above. You're at that higher level of learning. You're at that high, especially with the 2 pages down here with learning, and as well as that higher level of security, that higher level of stability within your relationships with the universe and spirit, and within your own relationships with significant others, and family members and coworkers, right? There's no insecurity here, okay? And when those rivalries are lost and it's more of a family type atmosphere, or Ohana type of atmosphere, there's no jealousy because everybody's working together for the same goal, right? So this is very balanced energy. And what I want to do is I want to pull out from the Tarot Grand Lux deck a clarifier card on this, because this is what, that's what we've been doing here lately with the double cards coming up. And it's coming out as the 8 of Swords, okay? Now, the 8 of Swords, or the 8 of Arrows in the Wildwood Tarot deck, and I'm going to have to find it, it's called Struggle. And what I like about that card is it's in a winter background, okay? And the guy is, there it is. He's got these 8 of Arrows all around him, okay? And he's fighting against the wind, for one, to shoot whatever target he's trying to aim at. All right, but he's got the water in the background, giving him that emotional security. All right, with arrows being all about, air energy. All right, the air is working against him at this point, and that's why he's struggling. But look how he's dressed. He's got that fur vest on, that fur cape. Okay, he's got that light as well, which is also seen in a number of other cards. And, I like to look at that as the light of hope. And even though he is struggling with what's going on in his world, all right, we are not struggling with the Two of Stones and what's going on here. All the struggles are behind, all right? You've got the hope is there to keep you moving forward. Okay, you're not fighting other people. You're fighting against yourself sometimes, and that's the challenge that everybody faces. All right, within and without. It's just okay. I want to continue doing a good job at my place of work. The other thing that I like about this 8 of Swords card with the Tarot Grand Luck is she's blindfolded and her hands are tied, but that's a self-imposed prison. She can easily get out of that. And you recognize that with your challenges that you have going on. All right? You recognize that with, the balance that's going on. It's like, you know what? In the past, I would get all tied up in my emotions. In the past, I would get tied up in my insecurity. But who's doing that? You are. You're doing that to yourself. Okay? And you can easily break out of this as you're moving forward. Okay? And when you do, you get the ray of hope. You don't have to worry about where you're going, because the light's always going to light your way. And that challenge is going to dissipate. You're not going to have to worry about what's going on ahead. You're not going to have to worry about the competition or anything on that nature. So, that's today's card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck. I know it's shorter than usual, but that's what Spirit's leading me to tell you about is, you're very balanced right now. All right. And the struggles that you've had in the past are just that. They're in the past. You don't have to worry about it. Don't put yourself in that self-imposed prison, okay, with the clarifying card of that Eight of Arrows. Keep yourself out of it. Keep working forward to, get your goals and dreams and, manifesting, whatever that security and stability is. And when you do so, you become even more grounded, okay? Grounded within yourself, grounded within understanding of who you are and where you want to be. So as I said, that's the Two of Stones and Challenge out of the Wildwood Tarot deck. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, give me a thumbs up. And this is D for A Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. God bless. Stay safe, everybody.